Hey there, I'm Jane Caffrey with your top stories from ABC 15 Arizona. It is day 11 of the federal government shutdown, and while hundreds of thousands of federal workers are not getting a paycheck, President Donald Trump announcing his administration has found money to pay the military. The president said service members will receive a paycheck on October 15th. ABC 15's Ben Brown spoke to Arizona veterans this week who say the threat of missed paychecks isn't just a financial crisis, it's a moral crisis.
They have the same issues. I mean, housing is an issue. Cost of food, cost of living overall is hugely important. And if you don't get paid, that puts a lot of pressure on people who are supposed to be keeping us safe.
A spokesperson for the Office of Management and Budget said the funds to pay the military will come from research and development money in the Pentagon's budget. That money is available for 2 years. Happening this weekend, honoring a fallen hero. Governor Hobbs has ordered flags to have staffed tomorrow in honor of firefighter EMT Glenn Collins. Collins was killed in a motorcycle crash near Sholo last week. He was 46 years old. Collins served for Timber Mesa Fire District. The small fire district has lost 3 of its members within just weeks of each other. All right, and as we take a look outside at the freeways right now, here is some good news. ADOT says there are no freeway closures scheduled, but be prepared for wet roads, so slow down and buckle up. Also, be sure to leave extra space between you and the vehicle ahead. Well, surprising shift in the Phoenix housing market. New data shows that we're now building more homes than our population is growing, perhaps eventually easing prices for renters and buyers. Our Garrett Archer breaks down the numbers and compares what's happening in Phoenix to other cities nationwide.
Good news for Valley renters and home buyers. For the first time in years, we are building more housing than our population is growing. Higher supply means more stable rent and home prices, and this is new territory for us. So let me show you. In the past 10 years, the Valley's population has increased about 15.5%. The number of housing units, meanwhile, is up nearly 16.5%. That is a narrow gap, but it's significant. Up until the pandemic, our population growth was outpacing housing growth by as much as 4 percentage points. Now let's compare Phoenix to 2 other high growth metros. In Austin, housing growth is far outpacing population. They may actually be facing too much supply in the future. Since the pandemic, Austin has 16 percentage points more housing growth than population growth. Las Vegas has the opposite problem. Population keeps growing faster than new homes are being built. Phoenix, we're right in the sweet spot, hovering just above that balance point. Now, these are the long-term 10-year trends. But what about right now? High interest rates means construction slowdowns virtually everywhere, and Phoenix is no exception. Last year, only 2 metros in the top 30 had more housing growth than population, and that's Austin and Pittsburgh. Phoenix didn't quite make that cut. Population still grew slightly faster than housing, but we had the 3rd smallest gap in the country. So we're keeping pace better than almost anyone. Drilling down to the city level, Buckeye, Tempe, and Chandler built the most housing compared to the population growth last year. Buckeye led the way with double-digit housing growth. The cities falling behind, well, that's Queen Creek, Mesa, and Avondale. If this trend continues, it could mean real relief for Arizona's housing market when rates normalize, of course. With a look inside the numbers, I'm Garrett Archer, ABC 15, Arizona.
Our ABC 15 weather action day is continuing into our Sunday as a flood watch remains in place. We're going to see a round of showers here as we start the morning out. Temperatures in the low 70s to start the day out. We'll get a quiet period here as we get through the afternoon, but then rain likely to settle in again as we head into the overnight time frame. Temperatures climbing into the low 80s. Elsewhere across the state, temperatures in the 40s for Flagstaff, 50s for Payson, Sedona, Prescott, and out towards Kingman, 60s in the western part of the state. We'll be in the 80s across the lower desert, 60s and 70s across the high country. Now, we will still have some lingering moisture as we do head into our Monday. And with some energy, it could spark a few isolated showers. So rain chances staying in the forecast through Monday, at least for us here in the city. Then by Tuesday, things should dry out. And fortunately, beyond that, we're also starting to cool off as well. Temperatures going to be in the low 80s here as we head into Wednesday and Thursday, with morning lows getting down to near 60 degrees by Friday morning, several 50s likely across the valley. Then as we head towards the next weekend, temperatures still holding right around the low 80s.
For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, head to abc15.com or download the free ABC 15 mobile app.